The Russell Wilson trade, at least so far, has been a disaster for the Broncos. So today, we're going to try to lighten the blow by trading him away and fixing this team. But huge shout out to B Chosen One for the suggestion. Go drop them a sub, their link is in the description. I have already done so. And if you want a shout out just like that one, all you got to do is let me know what team to do next. I'll give you a shout out, I'll drop you a sub, many other people will drop you a sub, and you'll be forever cemented as an OG of the channel. So it's a win-win. And we've been doing absolutely ridiculous with the like and sub goals. There is not a like goal we have not hit yet. Again, let's shoot for 200 likes in 1900 subs. We could easily hit that as long as you listening right now, if you do it. If everybody did it, we would literally be at like 4,000 subs, goddamn 3,000 likes. It would be ridiculous. So all we're shooting for is an extra 100 subs and 200 likes. So be sure to do it. Plus, again, it'll make you an OG of the channel. And last thing, I know some people say they have shared my videos with friends and shit. So if you know anyone that might enjoy them, be sure to show them the channel and everything like that. It would help out a ton. And hey, they might enjoy it. I don't know. But that's enough plugging. This was a very fun rebuild. A very successful rebuild, honestly. So let's get into today's rebuild. Hello everyone, it is Brandon the Shrimp here, of course joined by the GOAT, Mikey McDingle, and today we're gonna be rebuilding the Denver Broncos. Now, I had the preseason prediction that Russell Wilson would win MVP. I thought he was held back by the Seahawks in Pete Carroll's play calling and philosophy and all that shit. Apparently he was completely created by that, because this was a rough season. Now, of course, I do expect next year to be better for the Denver Broncos, but that's not how it's gonna be here. We're gonna be rebuilding the Broncos without Russell Wilson, and this is gonna be, I think, the first non-realistic rebuild I've done all year. This team needs Jesus at this point. I'm gonna try not to go too overboard, but this team definitely needs some changes. I do like some pieces, like their receiving core is solid, their offensive line is solid and relatively young. I like Javonte Williams. Their defense is still pretty nice, especially, Pat Surtain, Justin Simmons, Randy Gregory is still decent, although he's kind of an idiot. There have been a lot of players doing dumbass things lately, like Quay Walker yesterday at the time of recording this. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Even though it looks kinda, depressing here, kinda bleak or whatever, there are still some pieces. So let's get into year number 1 and let's make some trades. So it might be a little weird to some of you, but this, like I said, is the first non-realistic rebuild I'm going to be doing, so we're not going to get a realistic return for Russell Wilson. We're going to get as much as we can, as much as the game will allow us to get, at least. Oh, that's so close, you freak. All right, there we go. Russell Wilson and a 4th to the Indianapolis Colts for a 1st this year and a 1st next year. Now, I don't expect those to be high picks because Russell Wilson is still very good in this game, but they are at least 1st round picks and they will be valuable to us. And I'm not going to be using real life draft classes. We're just going to see whatever we can pick. I'm actually kind of excited to do this. Okay, so I'm actually stupid and didn't record it, but I traded Tim Patrick, Albert Okwuegbunam, and Latavius Murray for a 2 and a 5 from the Chargers. Like I was saying, Tim Patrick, good player, but already 28, not going to be a long-term option for us. Albert Okwuegbunam, I thought he would be a breakout this year, has not really become that at all. I think he's like their 4th string tight end or something, at least 2nd or 3rd, I don't know. And then Latavius Murray, just an old backup running back, definitely do not need him. They didn't really have interest, but just not a long-term option. That might be one of the weirdest trades I've ever seen. We trade Cam Fleming for a 2nd round pick. I mean, I'll take it, but why do the Bills take that? I mean, Cam Fleming's been decent this year, but he's looked a little shaky at times. You can tell he's I don't know. I think he has a lot of sacks allowed or something. For the most part, he's been decent, but again, older player, not a good long-term option, so we get a 2nd round pick. This team just has a lot of value for some reason, just in depth. We're trading Graham Glasgow and Jonathan Cooper for a 2nd round pick from the Bengals. We're gonna have a ton of draft picks. The only thing I'm worried about is dead cap for obviously Russell Wilson, but that should eventually clear itself up. We'll have to see. We're trading Jacob Martin and Jonas Griffith for a 3rd and a 4th. And I think this is the last trade. It's going to be K'Wan Williams and Calvin Anderson to the Giants for a 3rd and a 5th this year. The 3rd is projected to be 69 overall, so nice. Nice. So here is a look at the team going into year number 1 of the rebuild, and even though I made a lot of trades, this team isn't that much different. I mean, really the only different starters here on offense is no more Russ, no more Tim Patrick, and no more Cameron Fleming. Everything else is the same. We're gonna be rolling with Brett Rippon though. You know, started a few games in real life for the Broncos when Russ was kind of injured and not playing well. Being completely honest, even if he is decent, he's a 62 fucking overall. He's not gonna be our starter for the future. He's also 26. So at most he's gonna end up at like a 68 if he wins goddamn MVP. And then defensively, it's actually still a pretty good defense. I mean, it's an 80 overall. And again, even though I made a lot of trades, it's not a whole lot different. I did cut I benched Kareem Jackson just because he's like 35 or something. We're gonna be starting Damari Mathis, who's been really good in real life, and Matt Henningsen is also gonna start because he is, I believe, a rookie. He's a rookie, right? Yeah, he's a rookie out of Wisconsin. He's been decent this year, so we'll see what he can do. We just want to start as much youth as we possibly can and try to get this team to develop. So with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 1 and let's see how we're doing. This game will never cease to amaze me. At the mid-season point of year number 1, we are 5-2. Why? Oh my god. Okay. Brett Rippon, not many passing yards, but 11 touchdowns, only 5 picks. Javonte Williams is doing all right, receiving not great, but it's fine. Tom Compton is horrendous. I'm just gonna bench him. We're getting a little bit of pressure. How have we won games? This looks terrible, as it should be. Oh my god, this game. I feel like Madden Sim got 20 times worse when all the like franchise deletions and everyone getting locked out of MUT and all that just typical EA garbage. When all that happened, I feel like franchise sim got flipped or like made even worse. It genuinely feels like the worse team you have, the better you do. Because if you haven't seen the Ravens rebuild yet, we built an 89 overall team. It went 5-12. It was the best team in the league by 3 overall, and it was a terrible team. So I don't know, man. It's just kind of dumb. But Pat Surtain is gonna probably not hit a breakout, but he's gonna try hold the Jags to less than 100 passing yards. I don't think I've ever seen that in Madden, but maybe. Or force 3+ turnovers, or get Pat Surtain 3+ interception, force fumble, tackles for loss, or sacks. I feel like they could word that better because you only have to get 3 total, like 1 of each. Like you can get an interception, tackle for loss, and a sack. But saying all that either sounds like you have to get 3+ interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for losses, and sacks, like you have to get 3 of each to get it, or like you have to hit either 3 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles. Like the wording there is bad, but I'm pretty sure it just means 3 total of like 1 each, or like 2 interceptions and a tackle for loss. Like I don't know, man. There are just so many things wrong with this game. Maybe I'm just stupid and that does make sense, but the way they phrase it is dumb. And for re-signings here, what do we even have to re-sign? Oh, we have -10 mil. I couldn't imagine why that is. It couldn't be from the Russell Wilson trade or anything. Unfortunately, there are some starters here. Like, I guess technically Tom Compton is, but Dalton Reisner, Draymond Jones, who got 10,000 XP, Alex Singleton. Like, there are a few starters, not the best, but we'll see if we can re-sign them towards the end of the year. We might be able to make some cuts or something. But let's just get straight to the end of the year and let's see how we can finish out. Okay, that is valid. We finished 7-10. I'm kinda glad. Now, I don't know about the rest of the division. They were all amazing. The Chargers were 13-4, the Raiders were 12-5, and the Chiefs were 11-6. That's definitely interesting. Don't know about all that. But let's see how the players did this year. Ooh, Brett Rippon was bad. Oh, he was really bad. What happened? Oh, I forgot to bench Tom Compton. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's year 1. Brett Rippon, 3,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, 20 picks. That's one of the worst Madden seasons I've ever seen. He is definitely not the answer. Shocking, I know. A 62 overall, 26-year-old QB isn't the answer. Who would have guessed? Javonte Williams had 1,000 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, 14 touchdowns. An okay year. Receiving, we had like no yards, but again, unsurprising because our offense was very bad. KJ Hamler was our leading receiver with 840 yards. Okay. Blocking, both of our tackles were awful. Garrett Bowles ended up being our worst with 15 allowed. Tom Compton wearing number 69, so nice, but allowed 14 sacks. The rest of the line was very good though. Defensively, Josie Jewell led the team with 144 tackles. Alex Singleton and Caden Stearns each had over 100. Randy Gregory finished with 17 tackles for loss. Draymond Jones, DJ Jones, and Baron Browning all had over 10 as well. And sacks, Randy Gregory with 12.5, Draymond Jones and Baron Browning each with 5. Dude, having Draymond Jones and DJ Jones on the defensive line is gonna get confusing real quick. They also have similar haircuts, at least in this picture. Why? Someone shave their head, dude. Fucking do it. I don't want to be confused. Alex Singleton led the team in interceptions with 3, which he's been really nice this year. He was horrific for the Eagles for quite a few years, but ever since he joined the Broncos, he's been, well, I guess ever since. This is his first year, but he's been good this year. I think he was a really good player in the CFL for like a year or two. Didn't really work out for the Eagles, but he's been really nice for the Broncos this year. And then Josie Jewell, Pat Surtain, Justin Simmons, and Darius Phillips each had 2 interceptions. Darius Phillips doing that as like our 4th corner. And then Randy Gregory and Ronald Darby each with 1 interception. So definitely an interesting first year. We had the worst offense in terms of yards and the 17th best defense, which it was probably very hard for our defense when our offense was so bad. We were 28th in points scored. How about defensive? Points allowed, 29th. Okay, so it was equally as bad. Who had 5 sacks? What was that? Oh, Khalil Mack. Okay, that's valid, I guess. Maybe if it was like 2017, but still. MVP goes to Josh Allen. Are we going to see Russell Wilson up here? No, we're not, but we see Deshaun Watson, Andy Dalton, Kyler Murray. Interesting list, definitely. No Broncos, unsurprisingly. Unfortunately, no Brett Rippon. Keenan Allen wins Offensive Player of the Year. That's interesting. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. The Chargers were insane this year. I don't know why. Randy Gregory at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Breece Hall. Greg Dulcich at number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Devin Lloyd. Matt Henningsen at number 6. Not bad. I feel like I'm gonna miss some Broncos in here because they're such like a dark color that's just not gonna stand out to me, but we'll see. But with that, let's get to the offseason. I'm excited to rebuild this team. That's an interesting Super Bowl. The Bills take down the Commanders 17-10. Wasn't this one of the Super Bowls where the Bills lost like 4 in a row? Wasn't this one of them? Hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah, it was Super Bowl XXVI, so that's 24? 26? I'm bad with Roman numerals, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's 26. And yeah, it looks like the Bills got destroyed in that one, but they win this one. So good for them, I guess. They finally get one. Or well, you know what I mean. It's unfortunate that they lost 4 in a row. In terms of re-signings, though, we only have $6.8 million to work with. I don't even know what we can do with this. Can we make any cuts is the question. I doubt it because I traded a lot of our older players away. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be much cap space for us to create. We could cut Ronald Darby. You know what? We actually can do some stuff here. So Ronald Darby is going to go. That'll save us 10 mil. This team is surprisingly workable. Like there's some things you can do. Chase Edmonds will save us 6 mil. I don't know if his contract is up or anything, but either way, he's not going to be on the team. So if we cut him, if we don't re-sign him, it's going to do the same shit either way. Mike Purcell, don't need him. 69 overall, which again, nice, but it'll save us 3.5 mil. And he's already 32, so goodbye. And then I think that is it. So how much do we have to work with now? We have 26 mil. Okay, that saved quite a bit. Draymond Jones, I definitely want back. Do I though? For that kind of money? This is like over 10 mil already, and it's only player friendly. He's not interested at all. Will he take this? Okay, he does. He's gonna be expensive, but hopefully he will turn into a good player. Dalton Reisner was very good for us, but I'm not gonna go very player friendly. We'll go player friendly. It's about 8 mil per year over 3 years. He doesn't take it. Okay, honestly, I'm somewhat okay with that. We'll see if we can get him in free agency, but he's already what, like 28, so I'm probably good. Alex Singleton is very cheap. It would be 5 years, $21 million. We'll see if he takes that, and he takes it, so that's a crazy cheap contract. Other than that, though, it's really just depth pieces here. I mean, we really don't need anybody. Brett Rippon regressed. I hate how quarterbacks randomly regress, even if they're not at that age. It's kind of annoying, but I guess I get it because I don't want too many good QBs. I don't know. I really don't get it. I'm trying to justify it, but I don't understand this game, man. You know, Tom Brady would be interesting. Never mind, he's like 40 mil. I won't be able to afford him if I wanted to. I was kind of legit thinking about it, but we're not going to be able to afford him anyways, so never mind. But what do we want to do here in free agency? Do we want to do anything is the question. Okay, so literally the only thing we're going to be able to do is we're going to go after Nate Davis. He is a little bit interested, which is surprising. I don't know why he is interested, but we are tied for the lead with the Commanders and Ravens. There are a lot of teams interested, which makes sense. Good linemen are hard to come by, but let's see if we can bring in Nate Davis. Honestly, I kind of doubt it. Let's see. Oh, we do. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to beat out those top 2 teams. I think he would be a really good fit in Baltimore. That would make a lot of sense, but I mean, I will definitely take it. Jesus Christ, is it already time for Jerry Jeudy's 5th year? That makes me feel so old. Good Lord. I mean, we'll definitely pick it up. I was a huge fan of him coming out of the draft. He was my wide receiver 1. Unfortunately, he's had terrible QB play his whole career, so hasn't really gotten to develop, but he's still been okay. I think he hit close to 1,000 yards this year, which I don't know how. Definitely has drop issues, but other than that, I really like him. Okay, this is actually realistic. The Bears finish with the number 1 overall pick. Now, Lovie Smith, absolute legend, ruined the Texans' number 1 overall pick before he got fired. I don't know if it's valid that he got fired. I'm not the biggest Lovie Smith fan, but I think the Texans just gotta realize they don't have a good roster, and they shouldn't just keep firing head coaches, because it takes a head coach, like the coach has to kind of make the team the way they want to. They need time to do that. If they keep firing head coaches after a year with bad rosters, they're never gonna get anywhere. Like, unless they bring in some god by miracle, like, I don't know. I really liked David Culley too. He did really well with the roster he had. Lovie Smith, I mean, towards the end of the year, the Texans looked a little better, but they looked really rough for a while, so I don't know. I think they should have never fired David Culley in the first place. He was pretty good, but I don't know. I don't really know what the hell the Texans are doing. They shouldn't have fired either of them. Like, pick a coach, stick with them for more than year 1. Expect to be like a 3-win team, because that's the roster talent, and try to give your coach some time to actually build up the roster the way they want to. Like, I don't know. They're stupid. But we have the number 11 overall pick. I feel like we should have more picks. Wait, should we have more? Oh shit, wait. I think we should have the next pick. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm a dumbass, and I forgot about the Bradley Chubb trade. I even forgot about it, or I even thought about it before I did this video. I was like, okay, I gotta remember to get the Dolphins' 1st-round pick for the Bradley Chubb trade. I didn't do it. I'm stupid. So I'll just get their 1st-round pick next year and pretend we like traded back. How does that sound? We'll pretend that, you know, we want to build for the future, or like just pick in next year's draft. I'm trying to make a reason for this, okay? Just go with it. Don't hate me. I'm a dumbass. I know. We'll just get the first next year, okay? But with this first pick, I think it's pretty obvious what we need to do here. We're gonna go Gavin Hartman. I mean, this is a decent QB class. It's not the best. There is another 1st to 2nd round talent QB in Larry Claiborne, but not a scheme fit, a little worse than Gavin Hartman. There are some other draftable QBs like Daniel Byron, technically, Zach Posey, Adam Nowak, Jamie Tomlinson, but these two are really the only good ones here, so we're gonna go with Gavin Hartman with the 11th overall pick. I'm surprised he's still here. He's a top 5 QB. Nobody took him. Looks honestly really good. Is only 21 years old. Pretty athletic. Ran a 4.8. 24 reps on the bench, which is crazy for a quarterback. Let's take him, and he has hidden dev. This guy looks so good. 92 throw power, 75 strength, 81 speed, 89 excel, hidden dev, only 21. Out of Mississippi State, which, you know, interesting college. I guess Dak is from there. Who have they, hold on, have they ever had like a good QB? No, it does not look like it. So Gavin Hartman is hopefully gonna be the 2nd good Mississippi State QB ever. I don't know. I'm sure they do, but I can't find a good list, so fuck it. I was like, oh, this guy looks pretty good. 1st to 2nd round talent. He was one of my focus players, and then I look at his combine. He put up 26 reps on the bench. He is pretty much as strong as our quarterback. I don't know about all that. Unfortunately, though, I don't know what else to go with. Actually, this guy looks pretty good. Lance Craig. We do need interior defensive line. He's 6'5", 290, 23 years old, out of USF. Actually, let me check the defensive tackles, and if there's nothing there, I will take him. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna take him. Ran a 4.87, 34 reps on the bench. Looks overall pretty solid. Let's go with him. And he has hidden dev. 86 strength, 75 speed. He looks pretty good. Did I say 75? I meant 76. Whatever, close enough. I'm stupid. Why did I say 75? What even triggered in my brain to make me say that? I mean, it's only one number off, but how do you read 6 as 5? I don't know. I'm fucking stupid and tired. This honestly doesn't look like a very good draft class. I don't know what to go with. We could go Julius Foote, which is kind of a funny name, so I kind of want to go with him. But B awareness, B zone coverage, bad man coverage though. We don't know his play rec, pursuit, tackle, but he did have a decent combine, good jumping. I could play him as like a slot corner. That's probably what I'll do with him. Let's take him. You know what? Let's do it. And he has hidden. We're doing well so far. So 89 speed, only 86 jumping, and he was like the 1st in the class. Okay. Looks like a decent little player. player. And I think with the last pick I'm gonna record, I might take the rest of the picks, but we're gonna go Spencer Murray. He's 6'3", 301, 22 years old, out of Texas A&M. He ran a 5.06 at the combine, 32 reps on the bench, a awareness, impact block, pass block, finesse. Doesn't even guaranteed have bad run blocking, it's just B to D across the board. Not great lead block, but could be a decent player. Let's take him. And another hidden dev. Good lord, I'm just the GOAT. 69 speed, nice. There are a lot of 69s to start this video, or I'm just noticing them more because it's a funny number. I don't know. I'm immature, let me be, okay? Leave me alone. This is random, but big shouts out to the person in my comments named Latina Lover 69. You know, based ass username. You know, if you're a Latina or you know one, tell them hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Just kidding, I am deathly afraid of women. No, that's a joke. Just ask your mother. God, dude, if your mother's a Latina, holy shit, dude. Definitely tell them to hit me up, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about. Gavin Hartman is a 75 overall. He actually looks really good. 92 throw power, 87 throw on the run, 81 speed. Mini Josh Allen in a sense, because he's also strong. Yeah, he's like a mini Josh Allen. This is kind of cool. Not quite as like athletically freaky, but I mean, maybe we could develop him into that. We'll have to see. He looks really good. Lance Craig is only a 72, but of course does have that hidden dev. Good speed, good strength. Not a lot of pass rush yet, but could develop that. Good run defender, or solid run defender at least. Looks pretty good. I'm surprised he's only a 72. Julius Foote is a 72. What is he if we move him to corner? Just out of curiosity. I know he has bad man, so he's not going to be a scheme fit, but we'll just go into slot and try to get his man coverage up. Oh, he's only a 68. Maybe we play him at safety and move like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll keep him at safety for now. We'll figure that out in a minute. Spencer Murray is a 72 overall. We'll probably play him at tackle, even though he's only 6'3". It's Madden, so who cares? It's not a realistic rebuild anyways, so I can do what I want. He does go down to a 71, but I'm fine with that. We need a tackle, so he should slide in there and work in. Ian Harrison. I don't even know if I recorded me picking him, but he is the best player we took. Another hidden dev, of course, because I'm the GOAT, but he is a 76 overall. I thought he looked decent. I didn't think he was like a stud, but he is very good. Already the 24 ranked tight end in the league. Good speed, catching, good route running, not even a terrible block. Well, not a great blocker, but he looks good. Outside of that, I just let the CPU pick the rest of it, and you can see it went way downhill. Justin Barnett is the last pick that was actually pretty good, and he actually has hidden dev, 95 speed, solid deep route running. This was a really good draft class, like really good. And actually, there wasn't even that, it wasn't that loaded of one either. We just did really well. The best player was Trayvon Clayton at a 78 overall. Wait, this isn't the guy we were thinking about, was it? Hold on. I hope not. Okay, no, he was the 4th overall pick. It goes 420. I'm super mature. Let's get into year number 2. I'm in a weird mood. I'm sorry. Dog, okay. I'm like fucking blind as hell or something. I looked at my TV, right? So the national championship is on. It's Georgia, who is wearing all red, and then TCU, who's wearing white with like purple accents. So I dead ass looked at the TV and I was like, why are the Chiefs and Ravens playing today? I am so stupid. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I'm fucking sped or something. But if you enjoy my dumbassery, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna plug. Again, at 200 likes. Let's shoot for 1,850 subs. I know we can hit that. This is how many people watch me that aren't subscribed, which is ridiculous. I hope I remember to put that there. I might not though, so I'm sorry. But last time I checked, it was like 90% of my viewers are not subscribed, which is absurd because that also goes by watch time. So people are watching and enjoying my videos, apparently, if they're watching like the whole way through, and just not subscribing. So be sure to do that, as well as turn on notifications if you want to be one of the first ever people to watch my videos. And let me know what team to do next, because, you know, I'll give you a shout out, sub to you, tell everyone else to sub to you. It's a win-win-win, and I'll do the team you want me to do, and it helps me out to know what you guys want to see, because I always hold votes. I post them in like community posts or whatever on YouTube, so look out for those if you want to vote for the next team. Okay, now that all the plugging is out of the way, this team is looking very nice. We have an absurd amount of rookies starting. Obviously, the most important is Gavin Hartman, our QB. Fucking weird haircut. It's actually almost like mine, but like it's almost parted from the middle, and it kind of like goes straight back. No, it's not. Well, it's kind of like mine. What the fuck is that? It's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop judging him. He looks good. Mini Josh Allen, as I called him, I guess mini Cam Newton too, if you want to make that comparison. I mean, we brought in a new tight end in Ian Harrison. He also looks very good. This new lineman in, what's his first name? I'm so bad with rookie names. Spencer Murray is going to be our right tackle. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm actually going to start Justin Barnett. I mean, I just went over him for you. For me, it was this morning because I'm recording this later, but I guess he'll be our slot guy. It's not great with 65 short route running. We'll see where I want to play him, who I want to play in the slot, but I do want to get him a lot of playing time. I guess I could put like Jerry Jeudy in the slot or maybe Sutton as a big slot. I don't know. And then defensively here, ooh, Randy Gregory got superstar, but we're also going to be starting a lot of rookies here. Julius Foote, which is a fire name. Lance Craig, also kind of a fire name, but unironically, just sounds like a good football player name. Tim Spearman has a dev trait. He's a corner the CPU took, so I want to get him some playing time. We'll probably play him as the slot corner. And outside of that, our whole defense is just looking very nice. We have Pat Surtain up to a 90. It's just looking very good. So I'll get it all like officially figured out. I'll rearrange like the specialists and everything. I kind of have already, but I'll get it like for sure figured out. And let's get to the mid-season point of year number 2. That's a bit of a yikes moment. At the mid-season point of year 2, we are only 2-5. Why is that? I mean, it's probably because we're starting so many goddamn rookies. Speaking of that, 2 upgrades for rookies here. Tim Spearman up to a 70 with 1 overall. You love to see that. Plus 3 man. He does unfortunately only have star, but that's to be expected. Ooh, out of Washington State too. Let's go. Go Cougs, baby. Gavin Hartman, we will just, oh no, it doesn't let me do that from the screen. Okay. Wait, what was I doing? My mind just like shut off. I clicked on him and still tried to press Y to auto upgrade when I could have just pressed A to spend the upgrade. I'm fucking zooted, bro. I don't know what's wrong with me. But in terms of re-signings, I might honestly trade some older players here. Josie Jewell, KJ Hamler, Lloyd Cushenberry, Garrett Bowles. I do see some feasible trades here. And honestly, I kind of want to trade for a player. I feel like that could be kind of fun. I've just traded for picks, but I feel like this team is kind of lacking like top level talent. Oh shit. Ian Harrison has X Factor. Oh my god. Okay. That's a massive surprise. I thought there was a chance he would have superstar, but I thought it would be star, but that X Factor's huge. We still don't know Hartman's dev trait. Then how the fuck do we know Harrison's? Has he been on like special teams or something? Is he like our long snapper? I don't know. Okay. Every other dev trait is kind of disappointing, like everybody else's star. We don't know Barnett's yet. I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot to put him in the slot. I did right before I started recording this, but he'll start there for the rest of the year. I'm a dumbass, forgive me. But I do want to make a couple trades. Maybe just one, but we'll see. So I couldn't really find a trade for a player that made a whole lot of sense, so we're gonna be trading Garrett Bowles and Josie Jewell to the Bears for a first-round pick. And let me just give a little spoiler here. I don't know if I fully intend to spend this pick. We'll see what happens in the offseason, but I might have other plans for this pick and another one of our first-round picks, so we'll figure that out when we get there. And I mean, I feel like I don't have to explain those, but I will anyways. I mean, those player trades, like Garrett Bowles was bad last year, needs a contract this year, and then Josie Jewell also needed a contract this year. Didn't he? Or did I trade that? No, okay, yeah, he did need a contract, so just made sense to trade him. I will re-sign Lloyd Cushenberry because that's an elite name as well, and he takes it, of course, just neutral. And we have a ton of money to work with, so I'm excited to get into this offseason. So let's get to the end of the season and let's see how we can finish out. So at the end of year number 1, or no, I'm stupid, year number 2, we are 6-11. I'll never get the years right, like, let's be real. But of course, we were not very good this year, and that's understandable. I mean, we had a lot of rookies playing. This is just a development year, and seeing if we can win awards, and we might have. Gavin Hartman was very good, 4,500 yards, 34 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. 16 is kind of a lot, but the touchdowns and yards are very good. Javonte Williams with 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. He was really good this year, 4.6 yards per carry. Cortland Sutton was our leading receiver with 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy with 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. And Justin Barnett had 800 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was still good, even though he really only played half the year. Unfortunately, only star dev, but I guess if nothing else, he'll be a good 4th receiver. Ian Harrison, 750 yards, 5 touchdowns. KJ Hamler, 400 yards. Good receiving numbers. Blocking, Spencer Murray wasn't great, but wasn't terrible. 11 sacks allowed. You gotta remember, he's a rookie and was only like a 71 overall, so we will definitely take that. And honestly, Jay Douglas, for over half a year, only allowing 5 sacks at like a 63 overall, now a 66, is not bad either. That was pretty decent. The offensive line was definitely not the problem. Our guards and center were very good, or at least the guards. I don't know what Lloyd Cushenberry was doing. In terms of defense, Tim Spearman led the team in tackles. Oh yeah, I guess we traded Josie Jewell. So Tim Spearman, not great when a corner leads the team. He was pretty terrible. Allowed 45 catches, only 1 pass deflection. 2 picks is good. I mean, statistically, technically, he was pretty good, but the reason he got those tackles is because he was getting beat. Lance Craig was our only player with over 10 tackles for loss, and he had 19. Baron Brown with 9. Sacks, Randy Gregory with 12. He's been very good. Baron Browning with 7. That's not bad. 4.5 from Lance Craig. Not much outside of that. In interceptions, 4 from Pat Surtain leads the team. 3 from Justin Simmons, 2 from Tim Spearman, and 1 from a number of players. Now let's check out yearly awards. MVP goes to, what? No, that's about the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Should I just pretend like I didn't see that? Or what's the play? Let's pretend we didn't see that. No, actually, I want to see what his season was. Kyle Sloter. That just proves literally any QB you put on the Buccaneers is going to be good. I'm surprised Kyle Sloter was that good, but any QB you put on the Bucs is going to be good. God, this is all weird. Offensive Player of the Year, Amari Cooper and Kareem Hunt for the NFC. What the hell? What team are we? We're the Broncos. So no Broncos up there for Offensive Player of the Year. Not super surprising. I thought maybe we would see Javonte Williams, but Defensive Player of the Year, why is Khalil Mack so good here? I didn't really make any weird updates to my rosters, at least with him, so I don't know, man. This is just a weird rebuild, dude. No Broncos up here. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Wayne Edwards of the Browns. How? I don't think that's a QB player model. Is that a receiver? There it is again. I've never seen that face for a QB. But Justin Barnett actually at 2, and then Gavin Hartman. So Hartman wasn't winning it either way. Ian Harrison at number 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, at least we get that. Lance Craig wins it. Tim Spearman at number 2. Okay, at least we win 1. Julius Foote at number 10. This is the weirdest year ever, dude. Oh my god. I mean, I have some weird rebuilds, but what is this? I want to see what Kyle Sloter did to win MVP. Never thought I would be saying that. 5,400 yards, 45 touchdowns. I don't understand it, dude. He's only a 66 overall even after that type of year. I mean, if he's chilling in free agency, I definitely wouldn't mind signing him as like a backup or something, just for fun, but like, come on, man. What is this? I mean, I don't mind Kyle Sloter. Anytime he started, he's looked okay, but like, let's be real, man. Wow, that's a terrible Super Bowl. The Browns, 2 of the worst run franchises in the NFL. The Browns take down the Commanders 38-26. This is a cursed season. Let's get out of here. I can't believe I didn't even notice that. Hold on. Okay, Lance Craig actually gets 2 upgrades. He goes up to a 76 overall. I wonder what his dev trait's gonna be. I hope he got Superstar. Okay, I saw an ability slot, so yeah, he did get Superstar. That's huge. 82 power moves, 86 strength. He's looking really good, dude. I didn't even notice it, but the Raiders are 14-3. This game is something else, dude. I mean, maybe they made big upgrades to their offensive line and defensive coordinator, but I don't know, man. I don't know about all this. Let's get out of here. So in terms of re-signings, I regret re-signing Lloyd Cushenberry because he was not good. I might re-sign some depth players, but I don't think there's a single starter here at all. No, there literally isn't. So I'll re-sign like some depth pieces, but there's nothing interesting here. So let's just get into free agency. So this is a huge free agent class, and we're not going to be messing around, dude. I mean, you see the top 4 players here: Nick Bosa, Tristan Wirfs, Justin Herbert, and Trayvon Diggs. We're going for 3 of those 4. I mean, it's pretty obvious which 3 we're going to go for. I mean, we're not going to go for Justin Herbert. 3 of them are needs. We're going for Nick Bosa, Tristan Wirfs, Trayvon Diggs, and we're also going for T. Higgins. I mean, this is like the perfect scenario. We need pass rush help. We need another tackle. We need corner help. We don't really have anything outside of Pat Surtain, and we need like a true, really good receiver. And T. Higgins, he isn't like top level, but he's really good, and he's much better than anything else we have, so it would just be massive to get all 4 of these players. We do have the lead for all 4 of them, and I know it's kind of lame because I always get Nick Bosa, but like, can you blame me? He's so good in this game, and we always need some kind of pass rush help, so we'll see if any of these players sign right off the bat. I hope all 4 will sign, but let's see. Okay, so 2 of them sign. We get Tristan Wirfs and Trayvon Diggs. That is huge. 2 immediate upgrades. Now I know Tristan Wirfs doesn't play great in this game, but I mean, he's a good overall, so it makes it look like I built a good roster. Well, I mean, I would have, but it just doesn't play. You know what I mean? We're trying to build a good roster, and he definitely helps that. Trayvon Diggs, obviously, big interception getter. We already kind of have a ball hawking secondary, so it's definitely loaded now with him, Pat Surtain, the rookie we drafted last year at safety, Julius Foot or whatever, and Justin Simmons, obviously. Now, the other 2, we are still in the lead for them. They just didn't sign. So Nick Bosa, T. Higgins, let's see if either of them sign now. They both sign, and they both sign with us. This is gonna be a nice team, let me tell you. So I want to make another move. So I'm gonna make a couple cuts here. The first one is gonna be DJ Jones. It will save us 10 mil. I'm not going to re-sign him. He only had 3 sacks this last year, like 2.5 the year before. We could definitely upgrade there. He hasn't really done a whole lot for us. I mean, he got like good tackles for loss, but it's not really a hard thing to find players that can get a lot of tackles for loss. The second one we will be re-signing. Now, I am notorious for cutting players and then having them end up being more expensive than I would expect, so I can't afford them. But Justin Simmons is 14 mil. Safeties are cheap in this game, so we'll cut him. We'll re-sign him in free agency, assuming he's interested, which I would assume he is, but maybe us cutting him made him mad. And there's a reason I'm freeing up cap space, which you'll see in a second, but we obviously want to re-sign Justin Simmons. Like I was saying, yeah, he would be 10 mil. Very interested. So let's see if he takes it, and of course he does. That was easy. And in the biggest trade I have probably ever made, we're gonna be getting Fred Warner. Now, this defense is gonna be lethal. We're having to give up quite a bit for him, a first, a second, and a third. We're also getting a 4th in return along with Fred Warner, so we're getting a little bit of value back, but we needed a linebacker, and we got a linebacker. I believe the best linebacker in the game. I mean, let me see. Yeah, Fred Warner's the best linebacker currently in the league here. I think I need to bump the middle linebacker sliders, because I mean, the next closest is an 88 overall in Roquan Smith, so yeah, I definitely need to bump those up a bit. I'll do that in the next rebuild. Everything else looks pretty good. Defensive end, maybe, but that's an absolutely massive trade, bringing in the best linebacker in the league, at least here, probably in real life too. But with that, we're looking insane, and let's get to the draft. So here in the draft, New England actually has the #1 pick. What happened to them? Actually, what happened? Oh, Mac Jones kind of sucked. Same with the Ramondre Stevenson. That's a heavy split between running backs. That's interesting. Their offensive line was terrible, and they had no pass rush. Yep, that makes sense. Well, they didn't look that terrible, but apparently it was terrible enough for the #1 overall pick. But we have number 8. Obviously, like I said, I got the Dolphins pick and everything. We'll just say we traded it back to next year because I'm a dumbass and I forgot. But we'll pretend I didn't forget, and we'll pretend it was all part of the plan. But with this first pick, I definitely think I want to go with a D lineman, and I think I see the one. This guy looks really good. Oh my god. You know, honestly, he's projected 1st to 2nd round. I wonder if I could take him later and maybe either trade back or go with a different player here. Oh, ran a 4.37, 4.31 at his pro day. Honestly, has pretty good attributes. Ooh, this is a great situation to be in. I should do more of these unrealistic rebuilds. This is pretty great. I like this. I'm not even gonna cap. This is pretty good. I think I'm just gonna go, do I take Holiday or do I trade down? We don't really need corner. It would just be fun to get corner. Yeah, let's go Andrew Holiday. He has hidden dev, 93 speed, 93 excel, not very strong, but he looks like he will be a really good player. You gotta remember, he had like B's and C's, but corner ratings are weird for draft classes. Like, they're always super top heavy, and every other corner after like the first one is really low. Like, there always seems to be a really great corner and then a bunch of good ones. Andrew Holiday looks like almost great. Like, he definitely looks like at least #2 out of the group, if that makes any sense. Now, this one, we might trade down. We could for real trade down 1 pick and get a 3 and a 5. What? What? I might do that. That's kind of crazy. I'll trade that next year pick up for this year because I don't even know if there is going to be a next year, but I'll definitely do that. Let's trade with the Saints, move back 1 pick, and get basically 2 free picks. All right, we're trading a 3 and a 7, 3 next year, 7 this year for a 4th and a 5th from the Bengals this year. Kind of a weird trade. I don't even know if that's really fair. No, it is because it's picks this year. It makes sense, I think. Okay, now we are gonna go Arian Spellman. Weird name. He has elite strength, 34 reps at the combine, 36 at his pro day. Not even that slow for someone that's 319 pounds. He has B awareness, B power moves, B to D finesse moves in pursuit and impact block. We're hoping these can be higher than obviously a D. If they average out at like a C, he'll still be a good player. A to C tackle, A play rec, A block shed. Looks like a very good run defender. And it's B power moves as a defensive end. So it's probably like pretty good power moves. Now, if it was B as a defensive tackle, obviously there are run defenders mixed in there. So it's a B on like a lower scale. So it's not quite as good. You know what I'm trying to say. Arian Spellman, 90 strength, 76 speed, hidden dev. He looks really good. And we still have another 1st round pick. This is kind of ridiculous. I have no idea what to do with this pick. I'm not gonna lie. I think I found what I'm gonna do with this pick. I'm not gonna lie. Luke Weston, 1st for centers in bench press and 40-yard dash. He has 4 A's, could be up to 6 because A to C pass block power and impact block. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Normal dev, really? We'll see what his overall is. He might not even start, but I do expect him to have a pretty good overall, I hope. That one was surprising. I thought that guy would be good. I mean, he still could be, but no dev trait. Unfortunate. Calvin Weston, damn it, I wanted him, you freaks. I think with this last pick, I'm just gonna there was a good running back. I doubt he's still here though. Yeah, the running back I wanted is gone. Gordon Beckham looks pretty good though. What's his speed? 4.56. But the A ball carrier vision, stiff arm, carrying, but power backs always have attributes like that. I want one that's actually fast. Okay, I found one that's actually fast. Paul Green, A ball carrier vision, A trucking, B break tackle carrying. Ran a 4.42 at the combine, 26 reps on the bench. I'm prepared for disappointment, honestly, but he looks really good. Hidden dev, okay, he might be a monster. 92 speed, 80 strength. This guy looks like a stud. Oh my god. He's 5'11", 231. He's a thick boy. No homo. Okay, and with the last pick I'm gonna take, we're gonna go Malik Hardison. He's 6'2", 302, 21 years old, out of Louisville. I don't like pronouncing it like that. It sounds extra, so I just say Louisville. Fight me, I don't care. 34 reps on the bench, but only 30 at his pro day, which is still good, but it's not 34. A awareness, pass block, finesse. Not a good run blocker, but looks like a really good pass blocker. Let's take him. Hidden dev, okay. I was unsure about this guy, but he could be really good with that hidden dev. We'll see. This is in contention for maybe the best draft class I've ever had. Andrew Holiday is a 75 overall. Now, I know the overalls aren't crazy, but the positions of need, they were all kind of like a little bit of flyers, I guess. I mean, they were all kind of reaches, but they ended up being great. Andrew Holiday is a 75 overall. I see 2 69s. Nice. I mean, they're not really 69s because they're 70s, but -1 because he has low morale for some reason. Apparently, like he's a Chiefs fan or something. I don't fucking know. But 93 speed, 93 excel, solid press, good man coverage. Looks like a really good player. I guess he'll be our 3rd corner. We kind of have some cornerback controversy. I always say controversy. I don't know why. I cannot say controversy right the first time ever. But he'll likely be our 3rd corner. I don't know what we're going to do with Damari Mathis or the corner we took last year, but we'll figure something out. Arian Spellman is a 74 overall. What's his overall at defensive tackle? Because that's likely where we're going to play him at 319 pounds. He goes up to a 77. Okay, that was an insane pick. 90 strength, 80 tackle, good speed. Not the best pass rusher. That's why he goes up to defensive tackle, because he's a much better run defender. Man, that was an amazing pick too. And Luke Weston is a 76. I was thinking as soon as I saw the normal dev, he has such a short neck, good lord. But I was thinking, oh, he's going to be terrible. He's going to be like a 72. We won't be able to use him, but he's a 76. Day 1, he's going to be our starting center. He's already better than Lloyd Cushenberry at like a 74. Lloyd Cushenberry wasn't great last year, so Luke Weston will be our center. And outside of that, Paul Green was an amazing pick. Malik Hardison was a 73 at guard, 72 at tackle. And some solid picks down here. I mean, Greenwood has star dev, or star or better technically, a 69 overall running back. Nice. Paul Green, of course, looks like a stud. Wearing number 11, I don't like that. Isn't that Trendon Holiday's number? Don't question why that's who I think of, but I think 11 was his number, right? We will go good old 24. Is that number retired for the Broncos? Okay, no, their only retired numbers are 7, 44, and 18. Not necessarily what I would have guessed, but it is what it is. But enough rambling, let's get into year number 3, and let's see how we can do. Here is a look at the team going into year number 3 of the rebuild, potentially the final year depending on how we do. We're looking very nice. Now, I didn't mention it for some reason, but Gavin Hartman is up to a 79 overall, only star dev, that's the part I forgot to mention. Up to 94 throw power, really good deep accuracy. I mean, it's kind of just Russell Wilson again, in a sense. Good throw on the run, good, yeah, he's kind of Russell Wilson. I mean, the no, he's not. Play action only 70, never mind, but should be a good player. Who the fuck is spamming me on Snapchat? Shut up. The receiving core is looking very nice. I mean, our 6th receiver is a 72 overall. Obviously, the addition of T. Higgins should be huge. Cortland Sutton up to an 86. Jerry Jeudy up to an 84. We'll see what Ian Harrison can do in year number 2, obviously with that X factor. Looks like a really solid tight end. Up to 91 catching, has +5 morale into his catching. That's interesting. And then the offensive line is very good, and we are going to start 2 rookies, like I was saying. You know about the center, but Malik Hardison is going to start at left tackle. Not super realistic, because he is 6'2", but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. If he sucks, we'll just bench him and bring in the other young left tackle we have. Also, I don't know how to explain it, but Nate Davis kind of looks like a cartoon character or something. He has a really weird head shape. He has like fat cheeks. Not in that way. Not in that way. You know what I'm saying though. Like, it kind of looks like he got stung by a bee or something. I'm sorry, that's mean. And then defensively, here's a look at the team. Spellman up to an 80 with morale. He got one of those camp standouts or whatever and got +5 block shedding. Looks very good. 90 strength, 86 block shedding. Looks like a stud. And outside of that, I mean, Nick Bosa, Pat Surtain, Trayvon Diggs, Justin Simmons, Randy Gregory, Fred Warner. I don't know if I already named him. I might have. Like, this is a loaded defense. We'll see what Holiday can do as a rookie. I mean, if this team doesn't do well, which I already kind of have that feeling, like it's Madden Sim, I don't know. Oh yeah, also I picked up Ramondre Stevenson in free agency. He was just chilling, so he will be our 3rd down running back, which he's only a 71 overall as a 3rd down running back. Really odd, but it is what it is. Let's get to the midseason point of year number 3. Okay, we have not collapsed so far. At the midseason of year number 3, we are 5-2, unfortunately coming off of a loss to the Steelers, 35-33. Do I want to check the stats? Oh my god, Gavin Hartman's going off. Okay, we'll save that for the end of the year. We'll check out all the stats and everything at the end of the year. This has been a great season so far. I'm hoping it will continue that way, but I don't know if I have faith because it is Madden. We have some hefty re-signings, so this might have to be the last year. Hartman shouldn't be here, but I had to do something weird with him, so I'll change his contract. Javonte Williams, are you interested? We'll go neutral. It's really cheap. I'll go player friendly. 6 years, 45 mil, so it's about 9 per year. Is that right? 9 times 6 is 54? It's like 9.5 per year or something. I don't know. Math is hard. He takes it. Beautiful. And Quinn Miners, I guess I'll re-sign him. I don't know how he's doing this year, but we'll go player friendly. We'll see if he takes that. He takes it. Beautiful. The rest of them we will have to wait though, but this might be the last year anyways. We'll have to see. Probably not, because we'll probably have an epic collapse, but we will find out. So super quick, again, you know what I'm gonna say. If you have not already, be sure to like, sub, all that. 200 likes, 1,850 subs, both are easily doable if you do it. Plus, you've made it all the way here. I mean, clearly you enjoy the video, so I would appreciate it so much if you did that. And be sure to share it with a friend, because I know a lot of people do that, or at least I've seen a few comments saying, hey, I showed this to blank and they really enjoyed it. So be sure to share it with someone you think might enjoy, or post it in like some fucking Discord or some shit. I don't know. I would appreciate if you did that. But I think you can tell. Oh yeah, also be sure to let me know what team to do next for a shout out. But I think you can tell how we did this year. Just looking at some of the morale boosts. This is literally the best team we have ever built at a 90 overall. Now, a lot of that, like I said, is due to morale, but it's just a good team to be begin with. We have a 91 overall offense and 89 defense. Harrison in year number 2 is up to an 89 with morale. Gavin Hartman up to an 86 with morale. Surtain is at a 96. Diggs at a 93. Bosa obviously 99. Fred Warner playing up to a 99. This team is disgusting. Draymond Jones playing up to an 88. This is a really good team. Spellman unfortunately only has star. Holiday only has star. I don't know what Green's dev trait is. Hartman also, I forgot to mention, Hartman got a dev up throughout the season, so that's why he's up to superstar. I can't remember why he hit it. Does it tell me? Well, obviously it was a breakout, but no, it doesn't tell me. Well, either way, he hit a breakout, so that's absolutely huge. Tristan Wirf's up to a 99. We have like, what, 3 99s on this team? Good lord. But let me show y'all how we did. We went 13-4. Now, something interesting is I find that if you slow sim, you do better. Like if you just sim week instead of like simming straight to the midseason, you do better. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because you're doing the scenarios in there. I don't know, but yeah, I just always do better whenever I just simulate a game at a time. It's weird, but it works for some reason. Now for season stats, Gavin Hartman was like MVP level. 5,200 yards, 39 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, 70% completion percentage. He was insane. That is a very good year. Javonte Williams was, he was fine. 1,000 yards, only 4.2 yards per carry. 15 touchdowns is a lot, but if you've seen one of my videos before, you know how I feel about rushing touchdowns. They're iffy. Unless they're all like long touchdowns, a lot of the time they're just like situational. Receiving, oh my, this might be the first time this has ever happened in NFL history. I don't know how it wouldn't be. 3 1,200-yard receivers. That's absurd. Not just 1,000-yard receivers, 3 1,200-yard receivers in Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and T. Higgins. Jerry Jeudy having 11 touchdowns, T. Higgins with 9 now. That's a rough number combination, and then 4 for Cortland Sutton. Would have been funny if Harrison had 20, because 420. I'm super mature. 820 yards for Harrison and 8 touchdowns. Nice little year from him. Blocking, Malik Hardison was one of the best linemen, probably the best rookie lineman I've ever had, only allowing 5 sacks as a left tackle. That's absurd. God, his run blocking is so bad. 62 lead block. Yikers. Our whole offensive line was amazing, other than, I guess, Quinn Miners and Luke Weston. Well, our tackles were amazing. Everyone else was meh. Defensively, Fred Warner led the team with 105 tackles. Tackles for loss, Randy Gregory and Draymond Jones each had over 10, or 10 plus, I guess I should say. And sacks, elite duo here. Nick Bosa with 14.5, Randy Gregory with 12.5. And Lance Craig was 7. He was good. Draymond Jones with 5. Meh. Arian Spellman with 4.5 as a rookie. Interceptions, 3 from Pat Surtain, 3 from Trayvon Diggs, 2 each from Fred Warner and Andrew Holiday, and 1 from Julius Foote and Juan Cooper. Actually, not that many interceptions, but, well, I guess combined it's a lot, but not many players got interceptions, I guess I should say. But very strong year. We had 7,000 offensive yards, and we were 3rd in defense for yards. MVP goes to Joe Burrow. Gavin Hartman in year 2 at number 3. Geno up there. I thought Geno was terrible in this game. Tua on the Falcons? Okay. Jameis on the Dolphins. Wow, this is a list. Oh god, this might be the weirdest MVP list I've ever seen. Brandon Cooks at number 2 for Offensive Player of the Year. Well, Joe Mixon wins it. He's a god in this game. No Broncos. That's kind of surprising. I thought we would see one of our, like, Jerry Jeudy up here or something. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Divine Diablo. Nick Bosa at number 10. I'm surprised he's not higher. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Peyton Fowler. I don't even know if we had an offensive rookie now that I think about it. I was disappointed, but I was like, whatever. He must be their QB or something. And then Marcus Sherman of the Jaguars wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Andrew Holiday, our corner, at number 4. Already up to an 80 overall. He's really good. And Arian Spellman at 10. That was a hell of a draft class, let me tell you. I'm just the best Madden rebuilder ever. Smile. Hold on, I want to check this guy's dev trait, because he's been developing weirdly quick as a backup. +2 zone. What is your dev trait? Am I just playing him somewhere and I don't know? It's only star. Why? He was like a 62 overall and now he's a 69 as a backup. I don't know. Anyways, let's sim the week and let's see who we're going to be losing to in the divisional. I mean, taking on in the divisional. Smile. Oh, the division rival LA Chargers. Surely this doesn't go wrong. Pretty big upgrades to our front 7 here. Randy Gregory and Arian Spellman. Goddamn, I'm never going to get it right. I should just change his name, but I'm not gonna. Randy Gregory is like a sneaky good pickup in this game. He's really good for some reason. I mean, every single year he gets more sacks than than probably his total in real life, but whatever, man. I mean, I think the highest he's ever gotten is like 8 or 6 last year in real life. I don't know. Why are the Colts interviewing Frank Reich? I mean, I like Frank Reich, but... Or did I say Colts? I meant Panthers. Okay, I'm all over the place with talking about stuff. This has nothing to do with the rebuild. I clicked on my fucking, the final for the, TCU Georgia championship, which, good lord, that one was not close. I thought it would be an interesting game. It was 65-7. Shit showing fucking red, black, and white fireworks. That scared me at first. I feel like an old man. I thought I got a goddamn, like, virus or something. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to be taking on the LA Chargers in the divisional. So let's jump in. I'm going to restart my game first, but let's jump in and let's see if we can take them down. Here we are in the divisional round against the Chargers. Of course, at home, but we'll see what the Madden sim does. I mean, we're clearly the better team, better record, but we'll see what happens. So far, no scoring throughout the first quarter. We finally put up 7. It looks like our defense is doing really well. We're up 14-3. Our offense kind of sleeping. As I say that, we put up another touchdown. We're up 21-3. We're kind of destroying the Chargers. I was going to say we're up 28-3. That's the cursed score, but we are up 35-10 now. 35-17. Oh god, they were coming back. But we get an easy win, to be honest. 35-17. We kind of stomp our division rivals. You'll love to see it. Ooh, okay. So the conference championship is going to be a horse race. We're going up against the Colts, who are also 13-4. The big difference is we have 7 overall on their heads. We are the clear, far and away better team here. This is like the Chiefs going up against the, like, Falcons or something. Like, this shouldn't be close. Like, you gotta remember, upsets happen in real life, but a lot of the time injuries play a part in that. There are no injuries here. We should be able to smoke the Colts. So let's jump in and let's probably lose. I hope not, but you never know. I guess I said that about the last one. Tom Brady looks really old there. And we won the last one, so we'll see, man. Tom Brady's back. Why did Tom... No, it says TJ Watt. Okay, now it's TJ. What the fuck? I love this game. It's great. Shut up. Don't get me copyrighted, you freak. But here we go in the conference championship, the good old horse battle, the goddamn fucking jousting. I don't know, don't people do that on horses? We are currently tied with them. We are now up 17-10. This is a bit closer than the Chargers game. In the third quarter, almost to the fourth, this game is going by quick. We are only up 20-17, now up 27. They score another touchdown. They tie it and we go into overtime. Did we win that? Wait. Oh my god, I thought we lost that. We won it in overtime. That goes way too fast. I can't keep up with it. Wait. Who is the Colts quarterback? Oh my god. I forgot we traded Russell Wilson to the Colts, and he was terrible. I mean, he had a lot of yards, but only 1 touchdown, 3 picks, 66.9 passer rating. Nice. Oh my god, that makes this even better. Max Williams, 69 yards, and Michael Pittman. Dude, it's just all coming together. Like me and your mother. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at my own things, but... Oh, and a 420, let's go. Four interception yards for Okereke, 20 for... I don't know. We win, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm losing my mind. This is it. This is my last rebuild. I'm going insane. Also, I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm recording this at night, so... We're gonna be taking on the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Also, our division has been absurd every year. Every team had a winning record this year. That's kind of crazy. But the Dallas Cowboys are an 85 overall, so they're like the best team we've faced in the playoffs so far. However, they were 11-6 and we were 13-4, so we're better than them on both fronts there. We have some upgrades before we get into the Super Bowl, though. Some pretty important ones. Well, 1 starter, but 3 pretty good depth players. But we have, hey, what did I say? We have a Super Bowl media day. I said we have, hey. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I mean, this is quite literally everything. This is the last year no matter what, so we gotta go with everything. Plus 10 staff points, not bad. And we have a hot opponent by Bobby Shmurda. That's all I can think of anytime I see it. I know I've said that like 30 times. It's just all I can think of. We'll go be confident. Of course, it would be funny to go insult opponent for once just because it's the Super Bowl, but I'm not gonna do that. But let's jump in and let's see if we can take down the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna be negative once again just because it's worked the last 2 times. So I'm gonna say we probably won't. Wink, wink. We'll see. I don't know. I hope so, but you never know. All right, it's Super Bowl time. They get a home game? Are you kidding me? Why are they all booing? Am I crazy or is that all booing? I don't know if y'all can even hear it, but it sounds like a lot of booing. The Cowboys get a home game. This is bullshit. I mean, maybe we still have a chance, but we'll see, man. The Cowboys immediately go up 7-0. They go up 14-0. Okay, well, I think we know how this one's gonna go. We do put up 7 finally. Our defense kind of sold there at the beginning. We put up another one, but the Cowboys do take the lead back. They're up 28-17 now. Our offense just isn't efficient enough. They're up 35-20. We put up a touchdown at least, but unfortunately, to horrifying looking Mike McCarthy, we do lose. I can't believe we lost to a ghost. I don't know what his face scan is, but I don't want to look at their celebration, man. We got beat that whole game. If we didn't go down 14-0 at the beginning, we could have had a chance. Shut up, announcers. But Gavin Hartman was very good. 81% completion percentage, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was just our defense, man. Surprisingly, because it's an 89 overall. Micah Parsons and Zach Allen, each with 2 sacks. It doesn't even look like our defense was necessarily terrible on paper. Looks like our O-line actually kind of sold a little bit, but that's just unfortunate, man. You hate to see it. I don't think there was a single turnover in this game either. We just straight up got beat. Truly an EA moment. But of course, that's gonna be it for today's rebuild. This is a loaded team. Wish we could have won a Super Bowl with it, but you know, EA. Best team in the league by a mile, I'm sure, but you know, like I said, EA. Still a very good last year. Still made the Super Bowl. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Again, if you did, like, sub, turn on notifications, let me know what team to do next. 200 likes, 1850 for the subs. Getting very close to 2K, so I'm very thankful for that. I appreciate all the nice comments and everything, and it's been amazing so far, and I'm trying to keep that up, so I'm glad y'all appreciate it. But here's one last look at the defense. I hope to see y'all back for the next video. There will be one on the end screen right now. Be sure to click that if you want to watch another. But that's all, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Goodbye.